What is the preamble of the Constitution?
I don't know what the preamble
Hey,
is.
Jacob.
Well, it has pre in the name, so I'm gonna assume something before.
It's the beginning of the Constitution. It starts with "We the people."
Oh, we the people. In order. Are you trying to get me to say it?
Yeah.
We the people in order to form something, something, civil rights, something, something, slavery is wrong, something, something, freedom.
What does it mean?
What, freedom?
The preamble.
Oh. Don't. Freedom. And don't infringe on our rights.
So, do you know the preamble means? So, I think that the starting word, I might be able to remember it. We the people of the United States of America. I don't know. I thought I'd come back. I don't know it. Do you know what the preamble means? Yeah, I know it like establishes us as like why we set out to like write the Constitution and what like we were aiming for as far as like giving us like our rights and that.
Preamble of the Constitution.
Preamble?
Yeah. It starts with like "We the people."
Oh, no, I haven't done that since high school, man.
Okay. Do you know what it means?
It's been a long. Yeah, I have a broad scope of what it means. In like short terms, it means that if this country was built for the people, by the people, it was meant to be run by us, for us, and by people we put into office. Can I get paid now?
Do you know the preamble of the Constitution?
I probably did it one time.
So we the people.
Yeah, a long time ago. I
Okay.
couldn't say it now.
Do you know what it means?
I would if I remember what I said back then.
Okay, would you like to introduce yourself and what your job is?
I'm Paul McInturf. I work for the FBI and am the training manager.
In the preamble of the Constitution, what does the phrase "provide for the common defense" mean?
So it was designed so that the states, even though they were somewhat independent, they would be able to come together as a more powerful unit against oppression. So the states would work together when necessary for protecting each other.
What is the significance of that phrase?
Well, initially there were a lot of states just kind of acting on their own, and together or individually they did not have the power to even protect themselves. So by joining the original states into a larger army, it was common, and it was in defense of the new nation that was arising.
What exactly is the common defense?
Yeah, it's the idea that even though one individual or one state may not have a direct conflict, the entire nation, all the states that were part of the new country would come together to share the burden, regardless of who was primarily under attack.
So, how does this affect our nation today?
Well, it proves that what the founding fathers had in mind would be beneficial for generations to come, and we still have a unified army, a unified military, representing all states and territories.
So do you think that our nation still provides for the common defense as well as the founding fathers intended?
I believe it does.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great. Would you like to say your name to the audience, to your fans?
My name is Ethan Dupin, and I am an LCA Bulldog.
There we go. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the sixth point of the preamble, which says, "Ensure the blessings of liberty to yourselves and your posterity." So what do you think that like involves or entails?
I think we live in a free country, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that our founding fathers did a great job at putting this specific thing in the preamble, because it ensures that we have the right to pursue after the freedoms that we have, such as like getting a job that you want, choosing the person that you want to marry. Like there's no you have the freedom to do those things, and
Yeah, that's
I
good.
think that's
And so they're protecting our rights, which like are set out in the Declaration of Independence and all those main documents. So they're like, okay, so you guys, like, your rights are there, and like the government's there to protect those rights, and they can't take them away. And what do you think it means, like the second half of that, like for yourselves and your posterity? What do you think that means?
I think, again, we live in a country where we have individual rights, and I believe that that my rights are protected in that sense. Like no one can take them away. Like the government can't take my rights away to live a free life, and that it's protected, and that I don't have to worry about waking up the next day and those rights being
Yeah.
taken away. So
And they're there for our descendants, like for our posterity, like they'll be there forever.
exactly. And so when I have, hopefully, when I get married and I have kids, I can count on living in this country and not fearing for my kids not having the same freedoms that I did. So,
Yeah, that's good.
Mm.
It's been a pleasure, sir.
hey, thank you, sir. It's been an honor.
You introduce yourself
Okay.
and just say a little bit about yourself, your occupation.
Okay, I am Dr. Julie Piercy, and I am a professor of psychology at Central Virginia Community College.
Okay. So today I'm going to be asking you about the phrase "to form a more perfect union" that is stated in the preamble.
Great.
So, what does this phrase mean? What do you think it means?
It was intended to reflect the idea that there was a lot of division among the states at that time. And so they were hoping to unify the country, and that the document and the laws that it contained would help do that.
That's true. Why was it necessary to form a union instead of keeping the powers separate between the states, do you think?
Because having all the powers separate between the states certainly complicated, I think, a lot of things. Commerce, being able to grow the prosperity of the country. If you have different laws, different tariffs, established in all of the different geographical regions of the country, then that can get in the way of prosperity, of the country being able to grow and prosper. And we were certainly in the position at that time to need to grow economically. If we have all of the states being sovereign, essentially being, individually run and managed, then, politically interacting with other nations, being able to maintain our independence from Europe is all more complicated
Yeah.
without a more centralized governmental body and laws. Are you good?
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Something that I learned from this project was that not a lot of people actually know the preamble, and it's sad to know that because the preamble sets up so much of what we know today as our freedoms, and people who don't know where it came from, like, how are they thankful for that? And some of the ideas that we chose from that was, the first one was to form a more perfect union, which means that we're never going to reach a perfect union because everyone's seen in the past that doesn't work, but we're going to try our best to. And another one that we chose was provide for common defense. So as a nation, we are going to come together, all the states will unify together so that we can protect ourselves against attack. And the last one was secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity. so that we can, it's sort of like a summary and a setup for what the Constitution really is and how that it sets up all of our freedoms, and that that's secured in the Constitution, and no one can take that away, even for our kids and every generation after us. It's always set in stone. And just in general, the preamble, the Constitution, it just sets up everything that we know today. And
from this project, I learned that a lot of people do not know about the preamble and what it says or even what it means, which I found really interesting, and it was kind of scary to realize, because we as citizens should know the foundations of our country and why the founding fathers set up the nation the way they did, and we should still abide by those rules and laws today. But so in the project, we did 3 phrases, and the first one is, in order to form a more perfect union, and basically that means that our country is formed as one union. Even though we're separated into different states, we still have a strong central government, and we all run as one unit, so that we're stronger that way and are just more unified. And the second one is secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, basically. So the blessings and freedoms that we have, that they'll continue into the generations to come. And so it's just ensuring those rights now and in the future. And the last one is provide for the common defense. And basically that is just ensuring that our military and federal government is responsible for protecting us as citizens, and we should be able to trust our government in doing that and have peace in that.